last weekend. There was a fight down in Swan.
This summer, with the cooperation of the Plymouth Police Department, Chief O'Terry and Captain Rogers, we're working our way through the various services that are provided by the Plymouth Police in hopes that, first of all, that youngsters will see the police as human beings, and secondly, possibly consider public service and public safety as a career field sometime in their futures. We've been fortunate enough to have really interesting things for youngsters. Mark Higgins, who's the trainer of the drug dog, was the first to appear and hid drugs in a backpack and had the dog go look for him. It was even a lesson to me, and of course all the youngsters, to find out that the only way that that dog gets to eat is by finding drugs. So the interesting part was that during the day, the officer has to keep putting drugs out for the dog to find, so he has a reason to feed the dog. And at the end of his presentation, which was really excellent, he invited all the youngsters in the bleachers to come down and pet the dog. And all of a sudden, 85, 90 kids came pouring out of the bleachers down on the dog. And it, hold. So that was wonderful. And then the next thing was the officers on bicycles. And they came in saying, how are we supposed to follow a dog act? And as it turned out, when they finished their presentation about bicycle safety and the rest of it, and had the kids manipulate the siren and the rest of it on the bikes, the bike became as good as the dog had been. And so that went extraordinarily well. Most recently, we had a motorcycle officer. The youngsters crowded around that motorcycle, same as with the bicycle, on and on and on, all kinds of questions, many of which I wouldn't have thought to ask. So it's been a wonderful relationship to this point, and today we have, with the detectives, we have the methods and materials truck on hand, and the youngsters going up and walking through and being exposed to what they use. 2 weeks from now, we'll have the mounted officers, and with horses on the property. If this is Smarter Fun Summer Camp, they're really going to learn a lot about what a police department can do for them.
You guys have fun, okay? Yeah.